runs now.
I play Xbox, so it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this then.
Wow, I'm so confused.
Hi, John.
Hey, Jordan, what's up, man?
Miss you.
How's
Are we starting?
Daytona?
Happened.
Let's
Sorta.
start this. All right, Ryder, you sent us the videos and all.
Yeah.
Let's start.
You did?
Tell us about yourselves. Yeah, they're the ones I shared in the group chat.
Where do you want me to start?
Just tell about yourself, like where you're from, what got you into music, whatever the basis of it is.
I'm from up north in Illinois, and what got me into music is my brother. He got an extra guitar mailed to him by accident from a company called Musician's Friend. So I skipped 183 days to learn how to be a guitar player better than my brother. And then I fell in love with the instrument.
That's awesome.
Oh, 183 days.
183 days, and I skipped like 8, and I had 63 half days, I think. Something like that.
In school?
In high school, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I would just, I would go straight to the basement. As soon as everybody left, I'd act like I was going to school, and I'd go down there and listen at Stevie Ray Vaughan videos and Randy Rhoads. And, yeah, I devoted myself to it 8 to 9 hours a day.
Wow.
So when I first met you, it was during Main Street Music Fest.
Thanks for life.
I love Main Street Live. Ooh.
So it was interesting too because you came to me and you were almost apologetic, but you were like, "Hey, I play this thing," and you gave me this long ass acronym, and for the life of me, I can't.
Percussive acoustic fingerstyle melodies.
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
Can you explain maybe to the general public more of what that is? Because when you watch the video, and they'll see when they watch the video, it's very. It makes sense once you see it. But
Makes sense when you see it.
Yeah.
I add elements of percussion during my rhythm patterns to create, I think, a better vibe, a more rhythmic vibe. It includes slapping on my guitar, actually using a certain amount of force on a certain string when I play it to create maybe the snare or something like that. It's difficult for me to articulate because I'm not really a trained musician, so I kind of just go at things the way I do it. And but you can kind of see elements of triplets and pops and bangs and all this kind of stuff in my play. But it's mainly just I pick a rhythm for a song and I try and play as many elements of that rhythm as possible, along with as many elements of the percussion.
It's interesting because it's kind of, when I learned guitar, I learned it from like a classical sense. So our whole thing was, it was high school guitar class. A lot of really just people taking it for the easy A type of thing.
You had guitar class in high school?
We did, actually. Yeah, it was pretty awful, but it was learning to play classical guitar.
That's dope.
And that was one of the big things that they pushed. And I would have never known kind of what it's called, but in a way we were kind of learning the same thing because, if you couldn't get a certain thing, he would just have you like basically turn the guitar over and you'd play the percussive side of the guitar, or he would have you, okay, just play this note and play it, in triplets or something like that. It was a really interesting way to get these kids that don't
flamenco.
Really.
If you're talking about classical, flamenco is kind of on the classical side.
Yeah.
And that has a lot of elements of percussion.
I did notice that. And it's, you watch some of these solo guys that go and do it, and then you watch like what you do, and it's very similar structure things, and there's a real crossover there. Yeah. Definitely pays homage to the instrument as a whole, with the acoustic guitar like that. And I that's what fascinates me about your playing style.
I really appreciate it. It's tough to take compliments because I know what kind of real talent's out there, and I know where I'm at the level. So I appreciate all the compliments, but there's a lot of places I want to get to as far as my playing ability goes. There's a lot of obstacles I have right now, and I'm trying to just do the best I can to be the best songwriter that I can for now.
So I'm going to start this song off with a cover from the Rolling Stones.
So let's talk about where you did these videos because you said it was a sawmill, I believe, correctly. Was there any
Sugar mill.
sugar mill?
I didn't want to use the actual name and location because I didn't know the legal implications.
I don't think there are any legal implications.
No? Okay, awesome.
We've kind of gone rogue as
Something
far
that's
as
out of permit,
radio things go.
and not for private
No
property or something.
FCC, no one anymore.
So I was at the sugar mill here in SB, and just kind of set it up so I had kind of a cool background, and got it so most of the audio could be heard. There's still some wind in the video, so there's nothing I could do about that. I'm not really technical when it comes to setting up sound, and we just used a regular iPhone. So, but it turned out pretty good, I think.
I agree 100%. You guys watch the videos, obviously. But was there any like real special meaning behind the location, or you just thought it looked nice? Maybe it was just.
We wanted to try and shoot some videos at the beach, but that was going to be really difficult with sound.
Sound, yeah.
The place itself is actually pretty historic, and but that really didn't have anything to kind of filter in. It was just a spot that was peaceful, nearby, away from people, that was beautiful.
So from a professional standpoint, where do you were saying, you want to see about moving forward, going better. How do you see yourself working in that, capacity? Like what's the next steps and how is that? Because I know, you're at the patio in Daytona like every Thursday and, go and I listen and it's besides the fact that that's just where everybody in the music thing in Daytona basically goes to hang out every week.
I see a lot of the most real musicians coming through that area right there in that little Seabreeze district. Daytona is mostly a cover town, so it's tough to play around there for guys like me. I probably know 10 covers that I would play out in public, and so it's really tough for me to get somebody to take me on.
Yeah.
But as far as going forward, I recently started a band with a man named Jesse James. You can find him on Facebook. He plays the violin in a group that we started called Sweetwater and the Travelers.
Excellent.
And
that violin.
we also play with a bass player named J. Raj Swan. He's a very technical player. He's amazing. He's an amazing musician. And we've written quite a few songs together. We don't have much time to practice, so we kind of just jump right in the studio because they're both top-notch musicians, so all I have to do is play my stuff, and they're on me.
So we're all kind of mitigating this pandemic as it so to be. I know, like down in Florida, it's not so bad. I'm up in New Jersey right now, and it's like World War III. I mean, everybody.
Can relate. I'm in New York.
Yeah, but you're in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But how is from working with other musicians? How's that working? Almost.
As far as most of my other musicians that I know, I haven't heard too much from them right now. Everybody's kind of just crawled in their little social media hole and just kind of doing whatever they do here and there. For us here, we get locked down at midnight. No travel without a purpose, basically. It's got to be some sort of necessity, job, food, something. When you're messing around. So I think they're trying to cut down on the people hanging out in the parking lots and the beaches and the loiterers. Just people trying to still be a little bit social because I know it's tough right now. But us gamers, we've been preparing for this moment our entire lives, so we're just like bring it on.
I just read that Volusia beaches just put out 70 warnings on the first day of closures, and there's all these petitions. Oh, reopen the beaches because the locals don't like them, and kind of thing. And I'm not down there right now, but it's kind of fascinating to see. Say again?
What are you doing? What are you supposed to do? It's tough, but the sooner we all just kind of buckle down, the sooner we can just move on to something else.
Hey, my name. All right, Rissa, you can go first.
No, go ahead. I don't really.
All right. Well, My name's John. I think we maybe glanced at each other one time at a bar down in Daytona or something. But your style sort of reminds me of a faster paced Jack Johnson. Would you disagree or agree?
Oh, Jack Johnson. It's funny because I used to play a lot of heavy metal, a lot of death metal, and some Stevie Ray, right? And then, when I joined the Army, all I could do was carry around an acoustic. And my brother turned me on to Jack Johnson, and that's when I got rid of the guitar pick for the rest of my life almost, besides a couple of leads here and there on a loop pedal.
Mhm.
But I went from Jack Johnson, with his finger style, over to, I found out about Rodrigo and Gabriela, and they do that flamenco stuff. It's just amazing. And then I found out about Andy McKee, and I got real percussive elements from him, and I've been going from there, and I've really honestly just listened to Weather Channel music since.
Nice. And would you kind of say your style would be more single acoustic guitar, one man band kind of thing, or would you ever incorporate like?
I see myself playing with. Have you ever seen someone sit on those boxes that are like drum sets and stuff?
Yeah, cajones.
Cajones, yeah. I can see myself with a cajon, of course, my violin player Jesse, and a bass player, and maybe someday incorporate some type of either lead guitar. Because I play leads as well, but it's tough to work out with the loop pedal sometimes, and it kind of ruins the jam vibe. So if I did just stay on rhythm and vocals, I would like some other element there of lead. But then again, I don't know. I'm really solid on the cajon and the violin and a bass player though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man.
And maybe even a backup singer, female singer, or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There you
Awesome.
go, Marissa. You have an opening.
What? Oh, as like a singer, did you just say?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It'd be cool to have another female singer. Even if they had one of those vocal processors that increase their pitch by 1 octave. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
I've heard people use them. They could do some real mean stuff. I mean, like the old coasters used to do.
Apparently, I can sing, but.
Oh, just use John. John makes his voice sound like a female when we record all the time.
There you go.
Voice
No,
mods
you
can do
were in the
anyone.
army.
The song is called Mouth. We're sitting around and our eyes meet. Cuts to the bone and I can't speak. You're sitting right there when you touch me. Please, wouldn't be fair if we're both weak. Cause now I'm feeling weak. Said I'm feeling weak. So don't you test me. Don't you touch me. Don't you test me now. Searching places to hide. No, we can't, but we try. Remember the night when we found sleep. The feeling is there, I can still breathe. Open up my eyes. What you think I'd find? When both our hands were tied. We were friends for life. Now I'm feeling weak. Said I'm feeling weak. So don't you test me. Don't you touch me. Don't you test me now. Don't you test me. Don't you touch me. Don't you test me now. Don't you test me. Don't you test me. It might all just come out. Shared it all from the start, but we're both still apart. Fate will lead you so far, then you follow your heart. Now I'm feeling weak, 'cause I'm feeling weak. Said I'm feeling weak. I said I'm feeling weak. So don't you test me, don't you touch me. Don't you test me now. Don't you test me. Don't you touch me. It might all just come out. If I use my mouth.
Yeah, I was in the Army.
So did like music kind of help you settle with like all that stress and everything that was in
I
because of
was
the
never stressed out in the Army.
You really? Okay.
No, I loved it. It was like they told me what to do. It was just all of my everything that I had to worry about, rent, whatever. Everything was gone, and I got to do something I was good at, and I got to be a part of a real team for the first time. Something that it was even stronger than kind of felt like even how family felt. It was stronger than that, and
Yeah.
so I really felt very safe and secure because I knew the names of 54 people that had my back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. So you have like
true.
this sense of direction and sense of belonging with the Army, but now that you're out of it, you're kind of
I
like
found out about the
unformed.
internet like about 2 years after I joined. And my political views they changed drastically as my perspective on the world grew a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a patriot, but there's just certain things that are going to I'll leave unspoken. But my heart's changed a little bit when it comes to certain things, and I think that no matter if it's in a uniform or whatever, we should probably all have a pretty high regard for human life and not be used as a tool to take others.
Okay, yeah, that's actually really good. Now, do you like plan on writing any music about like this type of like bigger picture type of thing?
As far as the impending apocalypse?
No, like oh my god, no, like
No, just keeping things in life or in perspective.
yeah,
Some of my songs have been situational about one singular event. Some of my songs have been about, some of my songs have been about my service. I try to make sure every one of my songs means something to me. I can't sing about. It just won't become a song if I can't sing something that I felt, even if it's stupid. That's
that's
Summer's
something
End song.
about that's something about music that is strong. Like it means something to you, and that way I feel
I don't
that
write my songs
doesn't
down.
mean yeah.
If I can't remember it, then it's not a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, if I don't feel good playing it, if it doesn't make me think about whatever it was that I was trying to explain, or whatever. With my song Mouth, that was a situation between my best friend and I. And, she had a boyfriend, and, we were just hanging out and stuff. And we were kind of teetering on those lines of making mistakes. That's why the don't test me and all that. And anyways, so it was like kind of based on a true story. And, well, I mean, it's pretty much the story. But I try to write something about real things. I don't want to write about things I don't understand.
The song is called Summer's End. Summer's coming to an end, and winter's slowly creeping in. It's getting colder, let's stay in. Set the alarm somewhere past 10. The summer doesn't have to end. Summer never has to end. So hold me closer, let's pretend the summer never had an end. Found a rose inside my heart. Now the thorns tear it apart, and I just broke it.